Welcome to part 2 of why the bacon hair isn't sad. This video will be shorter than the other parts, mainly because the story of the second part is pretty straightforward, actually kind of frustrating, and pretty boring, and I guess it's kind of mostly filler scenes. So we leave off where part 1 ended, with Zayden being surrounded by the Resistance Cholo gang. But then the bacon hair makes an Among Us reference. Ew! I knew this would age poorly. But then, the Resistance's leader, Mr. K, conveniently comes in and explains that the Resistance is actually good, and that Zayden's dad rewired Guesty to become good, and it was a curfew bot that killed Zayden's mom instead of the Resistance. However, that the mom's death scene in the first part made it look like she was shot, but in the second part, where this death scene is replayed, curfew bot electrocutes her, so this doesn't really line up or make much sense. I don't know. I have several things to point out. First of all, why didn't the Resistance even try to clear their name and explain that they are actually good to the public? Second of all, if Guesty was already finished when Zayden's dad was killed, why didn't Zayden's dad bring Guesty out and introduce him to Zayden earlier, and then this entire death stuff could be easily prevented? But I guess at least half of the cast of this movie is just like a huge peanut brain. But third of all, why didn't Zayden's dad explained to Zayden earlier that the curfew bots were bad and that the robots killed his mom? It's not that hard. So, anyways, Zayden joins the Resistance, and then we get I guess kind of too long montage of Zayden and Kenzie becoming super strong, and there's this leaderboard for some reason. Also, just a side note, whenever I hear about like a resistance group or rebels in a story, I always get a bad feeling that they're going to turn out to be really lame and disorganized, and they're kind of just like, I don't know, they just kind of, the best way I can describe it is like flies flying out of a room and just being annoying to the enemies, and they do nothing, and then the main characters can just flick away the enemy effortlessly. Oh look, exactly what happens. One day, the guests find out where the Resistance base is. A bunch of fighting in the base. But then it's revealed that Primrose is on the mean side of the guests now. Oh no! I never knew she was that dumb that she decided to give in to the anti-bacon propaganda stuff. Why is she so stupid? Also, why do Primrose and Zayden look like literally the exact same as they were when they were little? This makes no sense. So then the Resistance ends up losing because they suck. And then when Mr. K tries to speak up, the president is just like, bye, and shoots him. Which reminds me a lot of the bacon guy, like that buff one who just shot some bacon soldier because he didn't get things his way. And then Kenzie has this horrendous stock audio of a woman screaming. To be honest, the Resistance just sucks overall. All they do is just go out on the streets, beat up guest robots, go back to base, and don't even bother trying to find the cause of the problem. And also the security is pretty smelly and poop quality. That concludes part 2 of the bacon hair. The bacon hair so far has had some pretty poop quality writing, and the majority of these scenes feel like filler. Like, I don't get it. How did they go from something decent like Block Swatch to this? Kind of almost poop quality. Ugh. Well, hopefully the third part will be a bit better. But anyways, that's all I've got for today. Bye.